On June 27th, members of the Lebanon Fire Department and Mercy EMS responded to a local business here in Lebanon, Tinted Visions on West Elm, for a cardiac arrest.
Me and Danny was over there talking, and he sat down, and I turned around to get something and turned back around, and he was falling over in the floor.
They told me when I hit the floor that I curled up in a ball, you know, and quit breathing.
Jared come over here and said your dad just fell down. Well, when he fell down, I stopped tenting, ran over there, looked at him. He was starting to cringe up. Figured he was going into a heart attack. He stopped breathing on us as I was calling 911. I talked to the lady on 911 for a few minutes, and she said, what you need to do is start CPR. I went ahead and gave Chris the phone.
And then he handed me the phone, and they kind of finished telling me a little bit, and I kind of relayed the message to Daniel, telling him what was going on.
I'd give him a breath, he would exhale. Give him a few pumps on the chest, give him a breath, he would exhale on his own, but never start breathing.
When we arrived, the gentleman was laying on the ground. We determined that he wasn't breathing. He didn't have a pulse. We started CPR, hooked a monitor up to him, which is kind of our version of the AD, which we have to interpret it.
We arrived on scene with compressions already in progress by a fire. I took over compressions while they started the airway, and while doing compressions, some of the medics started some drugs to kickstart the heart, and we got a shockable rhythm back. We shocked him once, and with compressions we got him back. And after that, we lost pulses again, so we continued and got him back a second time, and we just transported from there, and we loaded and went.
He told me, everybody, I mean the doctors, the nurses, they was like, if you wouldn't have did CPR on him, your father wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, if he hadn't did CPR on me for the 6 minutes it took him to get here, I would have died. I mean, there was no doubt.
And nowadays, you know, so many people stand around and they may not know what to do if someone's quit breathing. And let me tell you, you have 4 to 6 minutes before brain damage is caused. After 10 minutes, it's irreversible.
And that is key to survival, is early CPR along with early recognition of the problem, and then rapid and early notification of emergency services. And that's exactly what happened, and this gentleman is a very positive outcome, and proves that the system works when it's utilized.
It's my understanding that Daniel started CPR, and that was probably one of the biggest reasons he's alive today.
Early CPR and early defibrillation really increases a person's chance of survival. So anybody who takes a CPR class, or any businesses or places that can get an AED, that would be very beneficial.
In this country, there are 400,000 sudden cardiac arrests every year. That equates to just over 1,000 a day in this country. Only 10% of those survive.
I encourage everyone to take CPR. After all, you may be that person that saves someone's life.